On today's show, I unbox and review Sony's smart speaker. How does it sound? Is it better than Google Home? And should you spend your money on it? Welcome everyone to my weekly tech vibe. My name is Chris, and this is your unboxing, comparison, and review of the Sony LF-S50G. Out of the box you get a smart speaker that looks remarkably like an Apple HomePod, but it's a lot smaller and it uses Google Assistant and not Siri. Phew! Available in blue, white or black. I paid $179 from Good Guys. For up-to-date prices, check down below as it typically retails for about $249. IPX3 rated. You could splash a little water on it, plus you can also take the cover off if that's how you roll. Utilizing a combination of clever speaker tech, it sports a damped bass reflex duct, 53mm subwoofer, and downward firing 48mm speaker, all of which combine for 360-degree sound and output. I'll describe this unit as being suitable for either a bedroom or a kitchen. It connects to your Wi-Fi on either 2.4 or 5 GHz bands and any one of the ABGN standards. In terms of controls, you've got two physical buttons located on the rear and NFC for quick Bluetooth pairing. The mute control will stop Google Assistant from listening to you, and the Bluetooth pairing for any device that you want to connect. On the front, you've got a really handy but definitely underutilized display showing the time and volume level, which compared to like most other smart speakers out there is great, as you can clearly see how high or low your volume is. There are 4 color changing indicator LEDs. You know when Google Assistant is active, and there's another set of lights that give you like Jedi controls. These magical gestures can be used to play, pause music, swipe backwards, whereas if you swipe forwards, you gotta start Google Assistant. If you swipe right or swipe left, you're gonna skip tracks forward or backwards. And if you do this funny little maneuver with your finger, you're gonna get the volumes going up or down. In general, I found these controls welcome compared to Google Home, as you don't have anywhere near as many physical controls or hardware functions on the Google Home device. But that said, I did find the Sony's gestures a bit hit and miss and only worked about 75% of the time. In which case, just like with Google Home, you can command it with your voice. For the most part, I find voice control to be on par with Google Home, but when you're more than 5 minutes away and you're playing music, it isn't so good. Hearing that wait command, yes, definitely could be a lot better. Now, before I get into a comparison of sound, look, if you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing, turn on notifications, and join the community. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Let's do a quick side-by-side comparison of the Sony compared to its closest rival, the Google Home. To keep this as fair as possible, I've set both to 75% volume and placed them both equally distant from the microphone.
Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you are meant for me. I'm madly in love with you.
How do I feel about being a member of the Information Society? That's a difficult question because I didn't know we were in the Information Society.
To be fair to both devices, reproducing on audio recorded on my sound gear and then replayed back through your gear is not going to be the same as hearing it in person. I found the Sony to have an even sound signature that is good at reproducing lows, mids and highs, but it can distort at high levels above 85%. The Google Home has better sounding bass at the expense of mids and vocals. The Sony could do a bit more bass, so I wonder if they actually included treble and bass controls, which you get on the Google Home by the way, that could be addressed, but who knows? What could be better? The far field mics, touch controls instead of air gestures, and in-app support, as I said just before, for your treble and bass. So what do I like? I like the form factor and the choice of colors. The numeric front on the front is great, and importantly, the sound quality, which is good, rich, and I think better than Google Home. But is that really worth the extra money? Okay, in my opinion, no. Especially if you pay like $249 for the Sony device. The home is only a slight drop in sound quality and definitely better value at $179. Plus, if Google turns on voice calls in Australia, then Sony currently doesn't support this feature. So be ready for that disappointment. So that's my thoughts on the Sony LG S50G. What do you think? If you got either this or the Google or both, put your thoughts down below. Which one do you reckon is better? If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me and I'll definitely respond to you. And hey, as again, hope to see you around, and until next time, stay techie.